your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com.
Oh, shoot. Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, OKN. 7:07. Happy Monday. Starting it off already.
Happy Monday after daylight savings. How was yesterday?
So my alarm went off, and I totally had forgotten to change the clocks inside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was very confused Sunday morning, where the alarm was going off an hour ahead.
Right.
The clocks on the wall, arguably an hour behind.
Right.
Which one am I supposed to follow right now? Because I didn't change them. I didn't even actually think to coordinate them at all before going to bed Saturday night.
Yeah.
So Sunday morning just started backward.
Yeah.
But besides that, went great. How about you? You survived?
I survived. Yeah, I got it. Got this morning. And all the clocks were changed. I changed them. I was out of town this weekend. I got home, made sure all the clocks were changed last night. Woke up. My alarm went off as it's supposed to. I woke up and I was like, oh, it's so dark. There's no way it's supposed to. There's no way. There's no way. I didn't even trust the clock was right back to sleep.
So did we make daylight savings time as people? Like, did
yes.
we came up with daylight savings time?
Correct. Benjamin Franklin had the original idea, but I don't think it was implemented until the 40s. I'll find out. Because I think that's when my grandma and so many other people of her age would never do it because they're like, this was not a thing when I was a kid. I want to say it was around World War II time, but I
was going to say the 80s, but I could be wrong on my timeline.
Right. Just before you were born. Anything before you were born. Where's the
Historic.
80s?
No, but my mom was talking to me about it this weekend, and today's my mom's birthday. But happy birthday,
Happy
Mama.
birthday.
She's talking to me about daylight savings. She's like, no.
Huh.
This is humans made the daylight savings.
Humans did make it up. Benjamin Franklin had the original idea for it, but that's not when it started. According to the internet's 1918.
1918.
Yeah, I was a little ahead of time. Still historic, still before either one of us were born. 1918. My grandma was born in 1919, so she just made that up too. She made up a lot of the facts that I just took as facts, so I have to just check them all the time. She was my original Wikipedia. I'd just be like, Grandma, what's this? And she would just tell me, and I believed it.
I think too, if no matter which one, if we were to like get rid of one, doesn't it end up the same after like 12 months? If you just stick with one instead of you get the full 12. Everybody ends up getting
light
something
later. It will still be light later just because the sun and the seasons and how the earth
even
rotates.
if we stay with standard time.
Yes, even if we stayed with standard time. And there is a North Carolina bill to propose. Did you see this?
I saw it.
I got real excited
Our
because
timelines crossed.
I called out Trump last week over daylight savings.
It's not a 50-50 issue, sir.
Purely, a lot of people call out Trump all the time. Mine is purely over daylight savings time. Then I issued it to the governor, and I think he heard us because then I saw this article last night. North Carolina is prepared, as we sprung forward, 2 bills introduced in the General Assembly take opposing approaches how the state should handle time. House Bill 12, introduced in late January by Representative Harry Warren of Rowan County, calls for North Carolina to permanently observe standard time year-round.
Yeah.
If passed, it would take effect March 2026 next year. So we would not do the time change. We would not spring forward in March next year.
Here's the problem, though. Senate Bill 81, that was House Bill 12.
Right.
Senate Bill 81 filed just last month in February. It would allow the state to adopt daylight savings time year-round. So we aren't even on the same team at the state level right now.
You guys, look, let's go across party lines.
We need to work together.
Let's work together, and let's just say we don't like the snip-snap.
Arizona does it. Arizona stays on standard time.
We don't like it.
Here's the other thing. I think this is the other part. I don't know if this is true. Fact check me on this one real time here. If we were to try to do daylight savings time as the permanent, we have to have the Fed's permission.
Yes.
If we do standard as the permanent, we ain't got to ask anybody.
That's right. So let's do that one. Let's go
We
standard.
don't have to ask. We can just do it, beg for forgiveness later.
Yep.
Call it a day.
Yep. Well, former state representative Jason Sain is quoted in this as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Yeah. So he just said one of the things he hears from constituents every time, which is probably me every time he walks in here, is we have to move the clocks either forward or backwards, is how much they hate it. That's what I'm saying. See?
It's just the clock change.
Right. That's what it is.
Where's the auto clock?
That's right.
Everywhere.
That's right. He's not nobody just wants to be disrupted. We just want to have our normal sleep and stay on a regular schedule. He said that he performs better, and I agree with him. So
with daylight savings time.
I agree with
Or
just stop changing it. I don't care. Make it 3:00 in the afternoon right now. I don't care. Just stop changing it.
The yays have it. The whatevers.
So, which way would you want it? Permanently daylight savings or permanently standard?
See, I wasn't prepared for this math yet this morning. I need to chart this out
Okay.
because if it's true that you end up getting the same through a full 12-month cycle.
Last week we had more daylight in the morning, which we did not have back in January. So it will.
Shout out to the moms with kids at bus stops
That's
now.
right.
You know.
I know, standing in the dark right now.
Also, dads stand on bus stops too.
Lots of people stand at bus stops. But yes, which way would you have it? Standard or daylight savings?
It's a tough call.
I'm going standard. I'm going standard because that's the only thing that's actually standard around here that Americans do.
Standard works for a couple of reasons. One, again, the fast track.
The rest of the world does standard. We're the only ones that do daylight savings.
I like the fact that we don't have to ask permission for standard.
Okay.
So I'm for that.
Let's do that
I'm
one.
pro that. I'm a little hesitant because I just changed, so which means I'm gonna have to change back.
That's right.
If we do it this week.
We still have to do the fallback, no matter what. It's going to happen.
I mean, I would imagine there's gonna be some kind of lead up, like 2 years, a year.
They usually give you a year from the date. Yeah, they usually give you a year.
It's the incandescent light bulbs all over again.
Big
I can
light
see
bulb.
this- I
Big
can
light bulbs
see this one
controlling it all.
happening. This one's gonna be a problem. Christopher Bell seems to be a problem for the rest of the field as far as NASCAR goes. He won at Phoenix last night, and we do have the end of the race here real quick, Bill. This was the end of the race. This was in Phoenix. Denny Hamlin,
Arizona.
right there.
No daylight savings.
No daylight savings, and it's daylight during this video clip
They're
during the
doing
race
just fine.
yesterday. So
Larson
stay to the
nowhere
outside.
to go on the outside. Hamlin is there. They stuff it into turn 3. Hamlin high.
this is NASCAR
And
posting.
caution. No, white flag. White flag. Here we go. 1 lap to go.
Giving him the
The
white
race
flag.
is
No
on.
caution.
They're
No
three wide.
caution. 3 wide. Going fast around that corner. Let's see. Hamlin's up
Bell
top.
solidifies the lead.
Bill's
No,
kinda-
Denny's still there on his outside, hanging
He's
tough.
trying. He's going
It's
to
all going to
try.
come down to what happens right here on the entry into turn 3.
Don't
the
take
turn
yourselves
3.
out and hand it
Chris
away.
Bell's going to take that low side. He's going to take
Don't
the
do
low.
it.
Denny's on the
Keep an
high.
eye on Larson.
Oh, Lenny
Turn
couldn't
4.
keep it.
Bell
Denny
edges
can keep
ahead
it
and
straight.
wins 3 in a row.
Wow.
That was awesome.
What a great finish.
Here
Had a
comes
great
Larson.
finish.
Yeah.
Larson
Stay to the
nowhere
outside.
to go
They were
on
going
the
fast.
outside. Hamlin is
Another
there.
race in the books there. So Christopher Bell wins three in a row there. 3 in a row as far as NASCAR goes. I don't think that happens very often. But he won yesterday, and so congrats to him and the team over there. Christopher Bell doing pretty good. So it's exciting.
That's great.
Did you watch any sports this weekend?
Did not. No.
None?
No.
I got more for you.
All
Don't
right.
you worry.
I
Got
can't
Charlotte
wait to-
FC.
Can't wait for
that
all the
one-
catch up and all the commentary because I'm sure it's on point.
Yeah, a little bit of commentary too from someone you haven't heard of from in a while, and you might have been wondering what's he been up to. R. Kelly. We'll see what he's doing these days too.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
A ring back a rain chance as we kick off the new work week. Scattered showers possible mainly around the Charlotte metro and to the south. Some extra clouds and temperatures are cool, only warming up into the mid-50s, although we'll go back down into the mid-30s overnight. Heading into Tuesday, the sunshine comes back, and we'll start warming things up, too, into the mid-70s, and we'll make a run at 80 for the first time this year. By the time we get to Wednesday, that's your forecast on the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like Greystone Lodge in Boone.
Here is the WSIC Community Calendar. The Bet on Us Casino Night Fundraiser Gala is almost here. This black tie event, co-hosted by Absolute Hope Foundation and Hope House Foundation of Huntersville, supports local families in need. Join us for an unforgettable evening and learn how these organizations are making a difference in our community. Visit AbsoluteHopeFoundation.com for details. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day weekend on Saturday in downtown Mooresville with Shamrocks and Shenanigans. The event features live music, Irish dancers, a drum and pipe band, food trucks, festival adult beverages, cornhole, and a bar crawl. See you Saturday in downtown Mooresville from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. for Shamrocks and Shenanigans. Saturday night, the 500 Club in Statesville presents live music with Breaking Point Band. You will hear classics from 70s and 80s rock and have a band experience that you won't forget. Enjoy live music at 6 p.m. Saturday at the 500 Club with Breaking Point Band. Come on out and meet the WSIC team on Saturday, March 29th at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius. We will be doing a ticket giveaway, so stop by and sign up. Maybe Merle Fest? We shall see. We are looking forward to meeting you on Saturday, March 29th at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Spring is in the air, and so are outdoor events at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 2025 calendar already has dates set for the Auto Fair, NHRA, NASCAR, Monster Trucks, Supercross, World of Outlaws, and more. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for season schedules, tickets, and camping information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, The Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Floors, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The War and Treaty, The Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:18. Happy Monday to you. Wow, already. Second day of the week already. You didn't even know it. You thought it was the first, but little did you know it's really the second day of the week already.
Still out for debate.
And you lost an hour because of the time change.
I don't know what day it is.
Starting off great. All right, ICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. Things look pretty good this morning. No accidents to report at this time. 77 north and southbound Statesville to Charlotte look good. There'll be some congestion as the morning progresses in the Huntersville area both ways. Secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues, so good way to start the morning.
Absolutely. Jeff, sounds like patient pants are on. We should keep them on for the entire week. How do you do with the time change? Do you fall on a we should keep it at a 1, or, and if so, which one do you like?
I wish we just keep it where on the daylight standard time, savings time, where we have the where it's light later. I do like that part, but I wish you'd just keep it one way. I don't like losing an hour's sleep. I don't think a lot of us do.
The disruption twice a year that we get. All right. Just seeing. I didn't know. Okay.
What's interesting too, and I don't know if you've heard, is it's said that when we spring forward, that there seems to be more heart attacks during that time, which is kind of interesting. I don't know what causes that, but yeah, I've heard that happens. So I wish they'd just keep it one way. Yeah, there you go, Jeff. Keep it simple. That's the way I like to keep it. Thanks, Jeff. We appreciate you, sir. We'll chat with you at 8:15. Drive safe out there. All right. Okay. Have a good morning. You too. Bye. ICATS.com, $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. Don't forget Tuesdays, the VA in Salisbury. Schedule that appointment right at ICATS.com. Thursdays, Winston-Salem for $1. Hickory, $1 on Fridays. The other thing, too, I think there's a lot of nefarious activity, more statistically, crime-wise, when it's lighter later, because criminals, they hang out at night.
They don't have flashlights.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day!
Today's word of the day on this, it is the 10th of March.
Yes, it is already.
Today's word of the day is presented by Merlefest. Merlefest Music Moments and Memories, April 24th through the 27th. I will see you up there for sure, one of those days.
Artists that you are looking forward to the most?
I'm actually kind of interested in this Sam Bush and the late night jam session.
With Sam Bush and friends.
With Sam Bush and friends.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that does sound like fun.
That sounds kind of exclusive, sounds kind of fun, a bunch of artists on stage at once.
Yeah, definitely. Also, it sounds fun being asleep at the wheel. That sounds fun. I mean, that's an artist, though.
That is an artist. And they all got great, what do you call them?
Names?
Face shots.
Oh.
Headshots?
Yeah, face shots.
Yeah, face shots. They all got good faces.
Yeah.
Good faces out there at Merlefest. Be sure to check them out. The likes of the Altons, Jimmy Lauderdale, Donna the Buffalo, William Prince, the Cleverleys. Great name, the Cleverleys. Today's word of the day, however, not a band, should be wind.
Wind?
Wind.
W-I-N-D?
No.
That's wind. This is wind.
Wind. W-E-N-D. As you just heard Mamie say, it sounds, what is that, a homonym when it sounds like another word?
That is a homonym.
A homonym with wind, but this is wend.
When they sound alike but are spelled different, that's a homonym.
Correct. W-E-N-D. This is a verb, so it's what you do. You might be doing this at Merlefest. You might just be doing it in your day-to-day. It depends. It depends. It's certainly not a bad thing if you are aware that it's happening, but if you are not aware, probably not ideal.
A couple activities come to mind. Let's go ahead and get a sentence into context so I can guess properly.
During Good Morning LKN, Bill watched Justin wend his way through yet another long-winded explanation that never actually answered the question. Wend. I got another one for you if you got no guesses.
Did you say long-wended?
I did say long-winded.
Okay. Wend.
That is tricky.
Yeah, you got me on that one. I was
tricky.
like, what? Okay, gonna need another one.
Justin announced he would wend through the weekend without a plan, but Mamie predicted this would end in him binge watching reality TV.
It like meander?
Oh, meander. More specific.
Like
meander.
Walk around.
I hardly know her.
No, not like
plan. I was just say plan.
Not really plan though. Just kind of like do it as it comes. Do whatever you want to.
Make it up as we go.
Yes.
Now to wend, you guys are not
100%.
Not off, but you're not on. You're not on.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, you're not there whatsoever. To wend is to go in a specified direction, typically slowly or by an indirect route. So if you are hiking, your route might be wending through the trail.
You may take some long cuts, not short
correct.
Cuts.
That's the one, baby. That's it.
We call it the cowboy way. Is what we call it in
the
our
cowboy way. I love that.
That's what we call it in our family.
We're doing it the cowboy way.
You take the long way for the adventure.
Right.
The wending.
Yeah, we've been doing things the cowboy way around here.
For a long time.
Wait, taking the long way the actual definition of wend?
Like a windy.
Taking a windy road?
Yes. It's like a hiker's trail. You can kind of picture that in your head. It's never really straight.
Unfortunately.
Yep. Not as the crow flies.
That's a way.
Wow.
Yeah. Opposite of the crow flying.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are getting into all sorts. This is awesome. Yeah.
Making it up as we go.
The cowboy way. That's what we do.
We seem to still be making things up because I thought we got rid of TB. I thought we got rid of tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis?
Yeah. Not completely. South Mech High. They got a case of tuberculosis going on in CMS.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, this is a big one, I think, tuberculosis. You could die from it? Can you die from tuberculosis?
You can definitely die from tuberculosis, yes.
Okay, so Brett Jensen, WBT, put out, I think it was Friday, a student at South Mech High School has contracted tuberculosis. The Mecklenburg County Health Department sent a letter on March 4th to all parents of students it believes came in contact with the infected student. The letter informed parents of the situation and offered free testing for their child on one of 2 days, Thursday or Friday last week. According to the Mech Health Department, TB is a bacterial infection spread through coughing, sneezing, singing, or speaking.
Oh, no.
Symptoms include cough, fever, the night sweats, weight loss, and loss of appetite. Goes together with the previous symptom there. Once TB is diagnosed, it is normally successfully treated with medication. Many people who are exposed to TB do not become ill. However, it is important to identify if an individual has been exposed to prevent the risk of developing symptoms of TB in the future. All right, so nothing about death in that one.
Yes, so I think this was more likely to die, back when they used to like put leeches on you to get you better.
Before you had the medicine.
Before we had
TB.
medicine, yeah.
Okay.
When
The
they were
cowboy
like,
way.
The cowboy way, yes.
But now we have medicine.
Right, they have antibiotics
and so we're
now.
okay.
Yeah, it used to be like you'd cut your foot and then
You got
you'd
the black
just go out
lung.
in the
You
field.
got the cough.
I'd be like, well, he cut his foot. Go put him in the field.
Bill hands you a piece of paper with a black dot on it.
Yeah, there's
You're done.
no chance for
You're
you.
done, buddy.
Yeah,
That's it.
I watched enough Little House on the Prairie to know.
Yes, to see how this one ends.
Yeah.
Oh no. FEMA is extending the deadline for those. If you know anybody in Western North Carolina, they are extending the FEMA deadline. There was an official news release last week. At the request of the state of North Carolina, FEMA has extended the deadline to apply for assistance after Tropical Storm Helene to April 7th, 2025. So if you know of somebody who is in need there in Western North Carolina and they're wondering, can they still apply for need? They certainly can until April 7th. Several ways to apply. Disaster Recovery Center. You can go online, disasterassistance.gov. Use the FEMA app, or you can call 800-621-3362. Homeowners and renters in these counties can apply. So here's the other thing, is it's specific to the county. So let's see the list of those affected by Western North Carolina. Alexander, Allegheny, Ashe, Avery, Buncombe, Burke, Cabarrus, Caldwell, Catawba, Cherokee, Clay, Cleveland, Forsyth, Gaston, Graham, Haywood, Henderson, Iredell, Jackson, Lee, Lincoln, Macon or Mason, Madison, McDowell, Mecklenburg, Mitchell, Nash, Polk, Rowan, Rutherford, Stanley, Surrey, Swain, Transylvania, Union, Watauga, Wilkes, Yadkin, and Yancey, and members of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians.
That's pretty much everybody.
I was going to say, I don't have
There's
the list.
only 100 counties.
I don't have the list of the other ones.
Just name them all, but that's great. So that's great that they're extending the application deadline. And if you do need assistance because you were displaced because of the hurricane, then you can reach out.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt. FCC is giving Starlink a green light for, I guess, more power. Literally, Brandon Carr, FCC chair, issued an order at FCC today that allows Starlink's direct-to-cell service to operate at higher power, enabling faster, more reliable, and innovative new services for consumers across the country. There are rules that exist in all this stuff that we as just normal peon people have no idea.
No clue.
What the heck? You got to regulate power on the amount your satellite can send through the air so we don't all die. I think that's kind of how that one works.
Okay.
So, but now it's okay. We can do more power.
We can do it now?
We need it.
Okay.
It's kind of like a needs-based thing. So
they just clear out some airspace for more power. I don't know what do? They just take a broom and wave the cobwebs out of the way?
Easy to do all these things, but still can't figure out daylight savings time. No. Just can't even get on the same page about an hour out of your day. And you get the hour either way.
You get it back.
No one's losing the hour if you keep
You get it back in October when we do this again.
Okay.
So,
but I could not lose it and not have to get it back.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Like our survey needs to be, do you like it when the time changes? No.
Maybe.
No.
Sometimes.
Nobody likes it. Who likes it?
Sometimes I just want to feel something, you know?
Sometimes I just want to be tired for a week.
Come on. We're all just living right now. Don't we all just want to feel it? Hey, Barry Bonds says he can still hit. You believe him?
Do it.
Well, with drugs, anybody can do anything, right? That's how that works.
Keep it right here. Justin, Bill, and Mamie will be right back with more Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
A bring back a rain chance as we kick off the new work week. Scattered showers possible mainly around the Charlotte metro and to the south. Some extra clouds and temperatures are cool, only warming up into the mid-50s, although we'll go back down into the mid-30s overnight. Heading into Tuesday, the sunshine comes back, and we'll start warming things up, too, into the mid-70s, and we'll make a run at 80 for the first time this year. By the time we get to Wednesday, that's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Are you in constant pain, under constant stress? Just need a moment away? Repeat after me. Serenity Now Massage Therapy. SerenityNowMassageAndWellness.com with locations in Mooresville and Cornelius.
With 5 area locations, Desco is your go-to resource for electrical supplies. Albemarle, Mooresville, Salisbury, Statesville, and Lexington. No matter where the job takes you, you're sure to be close to a Desco. Shop now at DescoInc.com.
Keep the winter temperatures outside with propane heat from G&B Energy. We're your local providers for cost-effective propane to heat your water, warm your home, and cook your meals, even if the power goes out. For a limited time, take advantage of rebates, like up to $350 in savings on select Cozy Heat fireplaces, up to $400 on select furnaces, and tankless water heaters starting at only $295. Visit gbenergy.com to learn more. G&B Energy, family-owned and North Carolina grown.
Hello everyone, this is Joshua Doby, President of North Main Financial Group. At North Main Financial Group, we move to where you need us. Investment management, insurance planning, and estate strategies. No two people are the same, so we customize our planning based upon your needs. Reach out to us at northmainfinancial.com. That's northmainfinancial.com.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area, it makes people wonder. But we have the answers for you. Call us at Madison & Company Realty in Statesville to help you navigate the real estate market. 704-873-7700. Visit us online at MadisonandCompanyRealtyNC.com. Madison & Company Realty, we've got you covered.
Who is this? This is 105.9 100.7.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The Justice Department is said to be looking into the sky-high price of eggs. A source tells Bloomberg that the DOJ has opened a preliminary civil probe into the recent surge in egg prices, and that the investigation focuses on whether companies have colluded to boost prices or limit supply. President Donald Trump said he was negotiating with 4 different possible buyers for TikTok's U.S. business, and that a deal could come soon. The president spoke to reporters aboard Air Force One yesterday. TikTok faces a deadline of April 5th to strike a deal for its U.S. operations or be banned from the country. Futures were falling early this morning as concerns about the health of the U.S. economy weighed on investors' appetite for risk. President Donald Trump said the U.S. economy faces a period of transition. Trump spoke with the Fox News Sunday Morning Futures program. Last week brought the deepest stock market rout since Trump was re-elected 4 months ago, but the rough week ended on a positive note. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
24/7 worldwide, non-stop.
WSIC.
Local starts here. Give us a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:34. Happy Monday to you. Wow, getting all floppy flu here. Because I'm probably trying to pay attention too much to what's going on over the pond. King Charles is launching his own show, and I don't know exactly.
The King of England.
The king. That's the one.
His own show.
His own radio show.
Radio show.
But I think it's with Apple Radio.
Oh, not
so
with us.
I don't know.
No, it's not a new show announcement for WSIC.
No, it's not. King Charles, talking about his new show he's going to have coming up here soon.
Throughout my life, music has meant a great deal to me. It has that remarkable ability to bring happy memories, comfort us in times of sadness, and to take us to distant places. But perhaps, above all, it can lift our spirits to such a degree, and all the more so when it brings us together in celebration. In other words, it brings us joy. So this is what I particularly wanted to share with you. Songs which have brought me joy. This seemed such an interesting and innovative way to celebrate this year's Commonwealth Day. Thank you for listening. I wish you all every possible blessing.
Monday, March 10th. Today.
Today?
Today's the day. So
What do you think his favorite song's going to be? That was
That
Could
was
You
Bob
Be
Marley
Loved.
right
That was
there.
Bob Marley. What is that? That was.
I wasn't
surprise to me.
expecting that one to hit.
Last thing I thought would be on his playlist was some Bob Marley. No,
That one slaps, though.
What do you think? What do you think is going to be on his playlist? I figured it'd just be all classical music. You know, King music.
Big Ed Sheeran fan.
Ed Sheeran.
No doubt.
No
Same
doubt.
team. Same team. Well, no doubt also.
Oh, no doubt as well.
Yeah, also.
Little Gwen Stefani, little bananas. BANANAS.
Adele. No, oh yeah. Is she?
Adele?
She's British too.
She is British. You think
Adele.
Well, Bob Marley's not British. I was like, you think he only listens to British?
But he had a spat with the Queen at one point, didn't he, or something like that? Or
Who?
they had Bob Marley.
Oh, I don't know.
Didn't they have a situation? Maybe
Maybe.
not. I don't know.
I don't know.
You gonna listen to the King show though?
Yeah. Well, it's just a playlist of his music, or is he talking in between?
Not sure. The headline is King Charles is launching his own Apple Music radio show. So maybe it's like a playlist.
I think it's going to be more of a playlist with some little quips by him in between.
You could either some little bites.
Yeah.
This song also made me happy.
There you go.
Or
Just
how should I put it? Joy.
joy.
Brought me joy.
Yes.
That accent is strong though.
That's a good accent.
He's got that King layer of that English.
Yeah,
accent.
I can't do any accents other than Southern.
I felt rude. I don't think it was rude this weekend. We were hanging out with some folks. You know, we love Whitewater Center.
Yes.
We love Whitewater Center. And so we had a little play date going on at the Whitewater Center.
You love Whitewater Center like the King loves music.
Yeah, joy.
Yeah.
And we're hanging out, and the other couple that is one of the couples that's there is from overseas, and the husband is British.
Mm-hmm.
Is it rude that I like intentionally had to like find myself not talking in a British accent?
No, I don't. I think that's very kind of you to not mock
To
his
not-
accent. In
I
front
wasn't
of him.
mocking it. It
But
wasn't
it may come
mocking it.
across that way since you tend
And
to go
I didn't
Australian.
want to. Yes.
Yes. No, I'm not saying you would intentionally mock it. I just think that sometimes if you try to match the accent and your specific British accent goes Australian, they might think you're making fun of them.
Right, and it's not.
And you're not.
I love that. I love the accent, and I found myself a couple of times like I'd start a sentence like and then like I'd have to catch myself
Right.
like don't do it, Justin.
Right.
Don't
Right.
do it.
Well, it's just like if somebody came up to me and started talking like overly Southern to me, thinking they were talking like me.
Yeah.
Like I know I sound like cornbread. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with it. But don't make fun of me.
I wasn't making fun.
I didn't think you. No, and I'm not saying that you were.
I actually feel like I did pretty well keeping my mouth closed, like one of those times with Justin's self-awareness, don't say anything, because I almost said like, hey, your mouth is beautiful. Like I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to be weird about it, And I don't know if there's a way you can say that without being
No,
weird.
I had a friend who was from England, and I would just ask him to say words sometimes though, because I thought it was funny the way that they pronounced them. Yeah.
And then somebody else I was with who was English describes, yeah, we're English. We all sound like inbreds. I know that's what it probably sounds like to you us as Americans. And he was like, oh, I feel the same way about my people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't,
No.
I think your mouth is beautiful.
How was the Whitewater Center? Was it fun?
Yeah, the Whitewater Center was great.
It was a good day yesterday too.
It was on Saturday.
Oh,
We went Saturday.
gorgeous! Oh, the
Yeah.
weather was gorgeous this weekend too.
Sunny outside,
Mhm.
beautiful. I'm a big fan of Whitewater Center because it just lets the kids like go everywhere.
Right.
And that's not to take away from the wonderful parks here we have locally. We go to those too. We
There's
venture
all
to
kinds of
those.
parks where you can let your kids just go wild.
The Whitewater Center has just accepted a higher level of liability, I would say, than most of the local parks, because they have like this serious, it's called Wildwoods, and it's like this serious like multi-tree house jungle gym thing that they have there. In addition to the trails where they have like what is it? It's like an athletic course kind of a thing.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's not overly athletic.
Balance beams, pigeon poles or whatever you call them.
You stand on one foot.
Swinging bridges, the whole thing,
It's
right?
fun. It really is fun.
It's a lot of fun. Great way to get the kids outside and explore the outdoors. Not to mention all the other stuff they have at the Whitewater Center, like whitewater rafting, like
The
bungee
walls.
climbing,
Yep.
rock walls,
Yep.
jumping off of walls, all kinds of stuff.
There's
So
all
yeah,
kinds of fun stuff to do out there.
absolutely loved it. Love being outside.
One of the reasons I love living here, because all the things there are to do once the weather starts warming up. And now we're going to have more daylight, so more time to be outside as well.
More daylight, more time to be outside, more time to see the drones outside. We haven't forgot about them. We talked about the plane, the seaplane, and I was like, man, but are we ever going to make the drone that can like swim and fly? China's done it. I think they got this one knocked out over the weekend here. It did not take as long as I thought it actually would, but there is now a drone that in China, and I think it's just the sound of the drone, so you can, well, I'll just kind of talk through it. Scientists in China have developed a special drone called the TJ Flying Fish. It can both fly in the air and dive underwater. And you can see this on the WSIC News app if you download it. It's available on iOS and Google Play. It's a lightweight drone. It only weighs 1.6, because they do it that way too, kilograms. And so that doesn't seem like a lot if you convert it to ounces. Has 4 rotor arms that help it move efficiently in both environments. It can go as deep as 10 feet underwater.
Wow.
Moving 2 meters, not yards, per second, and stay submerged for 40 minutes. It can hover for 6 minutes per battery charge in the air. It's a unique drone that they, the thought is search and rescue missions, marine research, things like that you need both water and air. You can do that with this toy. So now it can happen. They can go through both.
Yeah. Now I feel real safe.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to know.
Safe outside, safe underwater.
U.S. Customs and Border Patrol seized $4 million in knockoff jewelry, by the way. Do you ever have concerns when you buy jewelry about whether or not it's real or fake or anything? Do you care about that?
No. I mean, I make sure you go to, I'm not buying jewelry from,
Temu?
the guy. Yeah, I'm not buying it from Temu. Definitely not. Not unless I want green ears at the end of the day. But no, I make sure I buy it from like reputable people and not, eBay or behind the captions.
Customs and Border Patrol officers in Indianapolis, they seized a shipment of inauthentic jewelry from China. Had an MSRP value of over $4 million. 148 pieces of knockoff bracelets, necklaces, and earrings with luxury designers, protected trademarks. So even writing TM on them and then getting caught.
Yeah.
So
wow.
That happened as well. You ever played Guitar Hero?
I've never played Guitar Hero.
Never played Guitar Hero?
I've never played Guitar Hero. I'm not a game boxer, and I've just never had the opportunity to play.
Well, there's a Twitch streamer. He set a new record for Guitar Hero, and the game does still exist. If you don't have a teenage kid playing it, just so you know, it does still exist. Twitch streamer Carney Jared, and you can turn this one up, let this one ride. He full comboed through the fire and flames at 200% speed on Guitar Hero, something that's never, ever been done before. He spent 9 months, 50,000 attempts to achieve this, and it looks like he is in the zone, to say the least, as he is plowing through these chords and plucking those buttons, and he's getting it. I didn't even know you played the guitar like this, to be honest with you. I didn't know this was an option as far as the way to do it. Constantly just hitting every single note. Again, 200% speed.
Come on, one time.
Oh, yeah. Give it to him. He's in the zone, dude.
That's wild. Yeah, his stare of focus, he hasn't blinked once.
Oh, we're not even, here's where it gets real. It's about to get real.
Oh, it's not there yet?
In a second here. It's the grand, the grand finale. Here it goes. Yes. Get it. Get it. That's like, keep going!
Crazy.
You can do it, Guitar Hero guy!
Almost there.
Who also streams his life on the internet.
Yes!
He did it.
Yes!
He did it.
Oh my God!
He did it! He did it, people! 200%!
Yes!
I see.
A ring back a rain chance as we kick off the new work week. Scattered showers possible mainly around the Charlotte metro and to the south. Some extra clouds and temperatures are cool, only warming up into the mid-50s, although we'll go back down into the mid-30s overnight. Heading into Tuesday, the sunshine comes back, and we'll start warming things up, too, into the mid-70s, and we'll make a run at 80 for the first time this year. By the time we get to Wednesday, that's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is the WSIC Community Calendar. The Bet on Us Casino Night Fundraiser Gala is almost here. This black tie event, co-hosted by Absolute Hope Foundation and Hope House Foundation of Huntersville, supports local families in need. Join us for an unforgettable evening and learn how these organizations are making a difference in our community. Visit AbsoluteHopeFoundation.com for details. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day weekend on Saturday in downtown Mooresville with Shamrocks and Shenanigans. The event features live music, Irish dancers, a drum and pipe band, food trucks, festival adult beverages, cornhole, and a bar crawl. See you Saturday in downtown Mooresville from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. for Shamrocks and Shenanigans. Saturday night, the 500 Club in Statesville presents live music with Breaking Point Band. You will hear classics from 70s and 80s rock and have a band experience that you won't forget. Enjoy live music at 6 p.m. Saturday at the 500 Club with Breaking Point Band. Come on out and meet the WSIC team on Saturday, March 29th at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius. We will be doing a ticket giveaway, so stop by and sign up. Maybe Merle Fest? We shall see. We are looking forward to meeting you on Saturday, March 29th at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Spring is in the air, and so are outdoor events at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 2025 calendar already has dates set for the Auto Fair, NHRA, NASCAR, Monster Trucks, Supercross, World of Outlaws, and more. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for season schedules, tickets, and camping information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, The Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Flores, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The War and Treaty, The Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:48. Happy Monday to you. You're just rolling into the streets or into the office. Hope you have a great day. If you're looking for a traffic update, that you won't get that till 8:15 from us, and so you can hang out until then.
7:48, not 6:48.
That's true.
If you're heading to work, also
figure that part out.
Yes.
Yes! Yes!
Did you just pull that, or you just have it on mute? Oh, you pulled it.
That's
Okay,
great.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I did it!
yeah, he did it. Guitar Hero. I've seen a lot of those Guitar Hero videos. It's been a while.
That's my very first one ever seeing somebody playing. Is a lot of the ones are out there just playing perfectly, playing Guitar Hero perfectly is what the ones, or just people just playing for fun or playing rapidly.
I don't think they're playing 200% speed on it like that.
That's wild.
That's more of a sport. Sports take place outside. You might be going outside more and more these days as the sun gets out and about and it gets warmer. A few events going on around the area. And Town of Davidson has announced their Concert at the Circles series for 2025. The town's traditional concert series, Concerts on the Green, hosts concerts on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays of each month from 6 to 8 p.m. The town's Concerts at the Circles concert series takes place on the 1st and 3rd Saturdays of each month. So a couple of different sets going on here in the town of Davidson.
They do two different sets. So Concerts on the Green are the ones that are right there on the green right in front of the library.
Yes. The grass area in Davidson.
The grass area.
The one spot.
The one spot where the stoplight is. Everybody knows where that is. The 2nd and 4th Saturdays, pretty much 6 to 8 p.m. And so they just announced the concerts. They have Davidson College Symphony and Jazz Ensemble. They have a Fleetwood Mac tribute. They have beach
Fleetwood
music.
Mac tribute?
Friday, July 4th, Jimmy Buffett tribute. That's going to be a good time.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one too.
And then some other really great ones, some local people, and then some people they're bringing in from outside of the area. So just great. And then Concerts at the Circles. Have you ever been to this? This is fun. Have you ever done this before? Concerts at the Circles is where the traffic circles are. Right?
Oh.
Not on the overpass, but down where Milk Bread and Clean Juice is. So they shut off the roads right there. And they do an acoustic set from 5 to 6:30, and then they have a headline artist that plays from 7 to 9, and that's the 1st and 3rd Saturdays of the month.
Yeah.
And those start Saturday, April 5th. So there's some rock music. There's Blue Monday, who's the local favorite everybody loves. Gump Fiction, another really good 90s.
I was going to say, yeah, be patient till August 2nd for Gump Fiction.
Yeah, that's a really good 90s tribute band. And Push is a really good one as well, closing out the session. So check the Town of Davidson website or their Facebook page to see the full list of people playing.
Man, that's a great news story right there, man.
And those are free. Those are absolutely free.
That's a really top-notch good one. I got one that's a little bit more sad. There was a woman who had an adopted son, and he tried to run away, and she sat on him, and she killed him.
No.
Yeah, it was super sad.
Oh, no, that is so sad.
Yeah, so
What?
this lady, she adopted a son. This was in Indiana. The son was 10, and Jennifer Lee Wilson was her name. She was sentenced to 6 years in prison, 1 year suspended to be served on probation. And she was at home. I guess she's been having a little bit of trouble with her adopted son, and she weighs 340 pounds. He had gone to a friend's house, said he was going to run away. She went to go get him and then brought him home. And then he was she says he was trying to leave again. And she was like, nah, you can't just leave my house. So she sat on him, and unfortunately, not funny. She did.
Not funny
she
at
killed
all.
him.
Oh,
She sat on him and killed him. That's terrible.
terrible.
That is absolutely.
Absolutely.
If I don't laugh, I'll cry. It is
Gosh,
absolutely
it's
terrible.
absolutely awful.
It's just one of those moments you probably I don't know, who knows what was going on in her mind right at
Right.
that moment, but you're with your kid and you're trying to do something, and then but all of a sudden he's not moving.
Yeah.
They brought him to the hospital and and so she ended up getting 6 years in prison for the
Rightly so.
negligent
That doesn't
homicide
seem like
or something.
that doesn't seem like long enough. Oh, that's awful. Bless her heart. Not even bless her heart. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying that's terrible.
Mamie, say nothing so he can transition.
Please, let's go on. What's next? Can we talk Savannah Bananas, please?
A plane crashed in
Oh,
Pennsylvania.
even better.
yesterday. This is just a.
I did see this.
I don't know how. I don't think it's a commercial airline jet by any stretch of the imagination, but it was in Manheim Township, Pennsylvania, and it's just a plane sitting in the middle of a street on fire right here. So planes are crashing. So be careful if you're on your way to the airport. And Panthers are re-signing Tommy Tremble. So getting back a little tight end action going on for the Panthers. Tight end for us for many years was Greg Olson, right? Maybe we had a couple others that made some plays along the way, but right now lacking. But Tommy has stepped in to fill the gap.
I thought we just drafted a guy too, from Texas.
Definitely. So 2 years, up to $16 million, $8 million guaranteed for Tommy T.
Good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Get it while you can. Definitely have to. Savannah Bananas, you mentioned that they're adding another show to Bank of America.
Yes, they've announced a second. Is it show, performance game? I don't know what we're calling it, but they're coming to Charlotte. If you didn't know, they're coming to Charlotte on June 7th. But they just announced a second game of Banana Ball at Bank of America Stadium on June 6th. Just because of the excitement, and they opened up their schedule a little bit more, so they're going to be adding a second game.
In-person experiences are winning in sports entertainment. That in-person experience. Savannah Bananas sold out Tampa Bay Stadium. Completely sold it out.
Yep.
And
I expect it to sell out Bank of America both days. I don't think they'll have any trouble. If you want tickets, you have to sign up for the lottery. So if you have not signed up for the lottery, you can go to bankofamerica.com/Savannah Bananas and sign up for the lottery there. I think it's still open. I'm not quite sure. But go and check that out and see if you can still get into the lottery. I got in. Are you in the lottery?
You got in?
I got into the lottery.
Okay.
Step 1, sign up.
Sign up.
Step 2,
That one
wait for them to
everybody
tell
can
you.
do.
Yeah, everybody can get in the
Everyone
lottery.
get as far as you've gotten thus
Right.
far.
Yes,
Okay,
everyone
all right.
has a chance. I'm hoping that they pick me. It's right around my birthday. I was like, wouldn't that be a great birthday gift? I wasn't able to put that in when I signed up.
Right. It's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
Put me to the top.
Yep, push it up. So we'll see. But June 6th and 7th at Bank of America, Savannah Bananas. It's going to be a good time. They came to Kannapolis maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Sold out in about 4 minutes.
Sheesh.
So they came and played the Intimidator. Is that Intimidators in Kannapolis? I think. Came and played their stadium. Yeah.
Either the Intimidators or the Cannonballers.
Cannonballers. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sold out in about 4 or 5 minutes. So.
They've taken the world by storm, the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
The Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. I think that's a safe way as far as the type of
I don't
play
think
that
they
you'll
like
see.
it when we say that, but it's a good way to describe them. Yes.
Okay.
But I saw an interview. I follow whoever the CEO or head person.
Yeah,
I
I've
follow
seen
him.
Yeah.
On socials and
Well, they're the less serious that want to be taken seriously.
Mhm.
That's what that is. And
Yeah.
so yeah,
But it's a really
Harlem
cool
Globetrotters.
story how
Yeah.
they turned it around. So everybody else is jumping on board with it.
Totally. Somebody who thought was turning around this past season but didn't make it all the way. Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills, but he got a new agreement. This is record-setting $330 million contract. $250 million of it is guaranteed. This is a quarterback for the Buffalo Bills right here. So $250 million to play for 6 years.
6 years?
That's not that long, I don't think.
You don't? I think that's really long. 6 years in the NFL, like a lifetime.
For a quarterback? Franchise
Maybe
quarterback?
for a quarterback. Maybe not for a quarterback. It seems long though.
I'm just saying it doesn't seem like that much given the dollar amount that you
Gotcha.
get. 6 years for $330 million.
Oh, so
is
that's not per year. That's over 6 years. The 330.
correct.
Oh, then it does not. seem
$330 per year. We would be. I don't even know what the point.
Well, I don't
of
know
the
how
sport
much
is
those
anymore.
players make. They make more zeros than I've ever seen.
Not to mention, this isn't endorsements. I don't think, and all that other kind of stuff, right? This
Okay,
is
then it does
just-
seem low. 330 for 6 years. Yeah.
Okay,
That seems low.
so it seems low. Pay him more, she says.
Yeah, pay him
Give
more.
him
He's
more
a-
money.
He does a good job.
Does a great job.
Bills fans love him.
Love him.
Right.
But he didn't win last year.
Yeah, but he got so close. He gets
So close.
he
Get the
gets-
biggest contract for getting so close. I love it.
You do your try his hardest. I'd pay him more.
Dang, Mame says pay him more. Not enough.
Not enough.
Not
I like
enough.
him. I don't want him to leave, so I want him to stay.
Somebody must have been saying that about R. Kelly because he's doing
no.
interviews now again. R. Kelly.
When did prisoners start getting like Zoom time, podcast time, tweeting time?
I did see him on a podcast. I don't know if I ended up actually putting the podcast link on here. No, I didn't put the podcast link on it. He was talking. He went on a podcast and started singing songs. Supposedly, though, he's written 25 albums from inside of prison already. That he's got more music flowing, and he's wanting the world to know about it. So, 25 albums. It's only 3 years into his 30-year prison sentence for sex trafficking and racketeering.
Yeah,
and so plenty more time to make more music. As far as that industry goes, and he'll keep doing it. X is buying 1 million square feet in Memphis, and they may have actually already done it. Well, they've already acquired a 1 million square foot property in Southwest Memphis to expand its AI data center footprint. Many billions of dollars worth of GPUs will be installed. And Elon did comment, I believe, or he quoted the tweet that I got here from Sawyer Merritt. But yeah, so it is confirmed. X is going into Memphis now too, not just Texas, because they got that like gigafactory thing going on. I think this is a different factory. This might be some like AI for East Coast people kind of thing going on here. A lot of it having to do with power and energy and buying these warehouses and places. So does this mean Memphis is going to get a nuclear power plant, or does Memphis already have a nuclear power
Do
plant?
they need? Does it have to be nuclear power to power? Is it just because there's so much?
I think it's
AI
because it's so
happening?
much
They
that,
have to have
that
little
nuclear is the one that kind of
explosions
gets
happening
it done.
to get it there.
I don't think solar and wind are getting it done.
What about just like somebody riding a bike real fast?
Yeah, like a hamster wheel. We just put a bunch of hamsters in there.
Yes.
Is PETA okay with that?
I mean, they're getting exercise. They're having fun. They're getting to hang out with their friends after work.
Till they stop. Keep going.
No. They get to take a break. How
Okay.
much AI are you looking up after midnight, between midnight and 2 a.m.?
That's fair.
Not that much.
Well, if you're on West Coast. If you're on West
This
Coast
is-
Standard Time while East Coast is on daylight savings,
the math I can't do.
you end up getting really confused.
I'm already confused.
You know what's not confusing? Taking care of your lawn. I did it this past weekend. Jason Drum Landscape Supply, 845.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
When you have problems with your heating system, you need SHA Mechanical. Serving the region since 1975, SHA will make sure your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com.
China targets American farmers and ranchers.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Its new retaliatory tariffs went into effect today, 10 to 15% on American exports.
This includes imports of chicken, soy, beef, and pork. Beijing firing back after President Trump raised tariffs on imports of Chinese products to 20%, with President Trump declaring that China, Canada, and Mexico have not done enough to stop the flow of fentanyl and the chemicals used to make the synthetic opioid from entering the U.S.
That's Fox's Kristen Goodwin. The president has delayed the tariffs on most imports from Canada and Mexico, and he insists that tariffs will be great for the U.S., saying an Air Force One headed back to Washington.
I think the tariffs are going to be the greatest thing we've ever done as a country. It's going to make our country rich again.
But the president was hesitant when asked on Fox Sunday Morning Futures if tariffs, feared to cause more inflation, could lead to a recession.
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition.
Fox Business Network Cheryl Cassoni reports.
Last night on Air Force One, he was asked by a reporter, you hesitated about the word recession. And he said, well, of course you hesitate. Who knows? So we don't know. Markets are jittery. Let's be honest. Now the markets as of Friday are now below where we were after the inauguration.
The Dow plunged just over 1,000 points last week, and futures are way down this morning. North Korea has flexed its military muscle again.
Several ballistic missiles landed in the sea after being launched from a southwestern province of North Korea. Just hours earlier, South Korea had begun its annual Freedom Shield command post exercise with the United States, an exercise North Korea views as the two allies rehearsing an invasion.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. In Gaza, Israel has cut off electricity. That's also affecting drinking water to increase pressure on Hamas to extend the ceasefire and release the remaining hostages. Hamas calls Israel's action a continued starvation, days after Israel cut off food and other aid shipments. America's listening to Fox News.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have health news, a CDC update.
Pneumococcal vaccination is now recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just one dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
The House could vote as soon as tomorrow.
In the way. There's been offers to negotiate, and there's been very little negotiated. It's kind of been a my way or the highway type of thing.
Swazi's co-chair, Pennsylvania Republican Ryan Fitzpatrick, said there's also a matter of a razor-thin margin in the House.
The construct in this country is if you get 218 votes, you get everything, and if you get 217 votes, you get nothing.
Both said on CBS Face the Nation they don't favor single-party bills, and they will seek bipartisan agreement on keeping government running. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
And we mentioned the Wall Street selling. Dow futures are down more than 400 points before today's trading. Oil prices have also fallen lately, about $67 a barrel now. And at the pump, analyst Trilby Lindbergh surveys stations and reports.
We've had a 7 cents per gallon drop in the price of regular grade gasoline in the past 2 weeks. The new price is $3.18.
AAA's national average for regular, dime less than hers at $3.08 per gallon. And now to NASCAR, where one driver's dominating.
Something special is happening with Christopher Bell to start the NASCAR Cup season.
Off turn 4, Bell edges ahead and wins 3 in a row. Wow, that was awesome.
Courtesy Fox, after back-to-back wins in Atlanta and Austin, Bell did it again in Phoenix Sunday, this time holding off teammate Denny Hamlin on the final restart with 2 laps to go. Kyle Larson also made a late run but settled for third. Tim McMaster, Fox News.
In the NFL, days before a flurry of free agent signings, the Buffalo Bills have given quarterback Josh Allen a new contract that'll pay Allen the NFL MVP last season. $330 million over 6 years. $250 of that is guaranteed. That's the most for an NFL player ever. The Cleveland Browns signed Myles Garrett, a star defensive end, to a $40 million a year deal. That's the most for a non-quarterback ever. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
We're bringing back a rain chance as we kick off the new work week. Scattered showers possible mainly around the Charlotte metro and to the south. Some extra clouds and temperatures are cool, only warming up into the mid-50s, although we'll go back down into the mid-30s overnight. Heading into Tuesday, the sunshine comes back, and we'll start warming things up, too, into the mid-70s, and we'll make a run at 80 for the first time this year. By the time we get to Wednesday, that's your forecast on the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
DrumLandscapeSupply.com. DrumLandscapeSupply.com. DrumLandscapeSupply.com.
Honey, what are you doing?
Oh, I figured if I rubbed my lawn and said DrumLandscapeSupply.com, I'd have the dream lawn I've always wanted.
Spring style is just around the corner. Come explore Nina's Boutique in downtown Cornelius. From vibrant prints to classic staples, we've got everything you need from sizes extra small to 2X. Elevate your wardrobe with a splash of new season flair and our carefully curated accessories at Nina's.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, Gokan. 8:06. Happy Monday to you. If you're just hitting the streets, we're going to get a look at them here at 8:15. And Jeff and ICATS, we'll say, hey, see what's going on out there. Hopefully the patient pants are on. Drum Landscape Supply, Jason Drum. We're going to chat with him at 8:45. Cut the grass again this weekend. Also laid a little bit of pine needles out. Getting that nice fluff
nice.
And tough. Little tush push going on there, and it's looking nicely out there with that golden kind of crisp on top. We'll talk more with Jason and see what are some of those things we need to be paying attention to this time of year. Barry Bonds says he can hit 100 mile an hour pitch still at his age. I think he's old.
And 100 miles. So somebody throws it 100 miles an hour and he can hit it.
Yeah.
He doesn't like duck and hit
the ground. He says he can hit it. He can swing a bat and he can make contact, he says.
Did you play baseball?
Not baseball. I played
wall ball.
Kids pitch,
okay,
or coach pitch.
Coach pitch, okay.
T-ball also.
100 miles an hour sounds like a very, very fast fastball. What's the average for a fastball for us?
100 miles an hour is a fastball.
Okay. What's the normal fastball pitch?
In the pros, I mean, if you're
90s.
in the 90s consistently.
90s.
All right.
Yeah, if you can push 90s for a few innings. Yeah. I think like 111 somebody might have hit before, yeah.
But it's not like we say it's fast because it's like a baseball someone's throwing at you. But that's like what, a bee? Like when a bee flies past you, they're probably going like
100 miles an hour? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
No. Because I can swat that. A baseball comes at me 100 miles an hour. I'm just falling on the ground. Not even trying that. Even if I have a bat in my hand.
For our listening audience, bees do not fly 100 miles an hour.
They don't at all.
It'd be awesome if they did.
Hummingbirds?
They might. Their wings might be going 100 miles an hour. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You can see it. You can like watch it happen.
Yeah. Just like a fastball.
Definitely be watching every single time that one goes across the plate. Hornets play the Miami Heat today, by the way. So maybe we get a chance to get something cooking. I think we won last night. Did we win last night?
I was about to say, I feel like we got one over the weekend.
We did. We got 1 out of 2 over the weekend. We won by, I think it was 1 point last night.
All right.
And we lost by 1 point to the Cavs.
Makes sense.
Yes, the Cavs. I saw we lost that one.
Yeah. But now Cavs, you say, are the best in the East?
One of. Yeah, I think they had won like 13 straight.
And every time there's an interview, a post-game interview, they're all excited. The team, like when we do well, it's like, yeah, we just need to rally like this.
Right.
We need to play like this.
We need to just win.
Let's just play more like this.
Let's play more like this where we win. Did y'all catch the Carolina Duke game over the weekend?
I did not. I'm so disappointed in myself. I got to get my cable on point.
Now I caught the first half and start of the second. Going into halftime, I think it was either really close or Carolina had just edged.
Carolina had come back, but they ended up losing. Duke came out and won.
It seemed like the second half when Duke came back on the court, they kind of let it known, hey, we're not going to let you guys do this again this half. Is kind of what it seemed like. That was the vibe.
But still, overwhelmingly, Lake Norman it says that they are a Carolina community. I did a little unofficial poll over on the socials, and it was like 80%, like overwhelmingly Carolina. Over Duke. Yeah.
That's not surprising though. I mean,
I was a little bit surprised. I thought it would be more 50-50. But yeah, no, it was overwhelmingly support.
Not like the time change. Time change is a 50-50 issue. Not.
You're asking the wrong questions.
Not college basketball.
That's the problem.
It's never 50-50
That's the problem
issue.
with the survey. They're asking the wrong questions.
Hey, Canada got a new prime minister over the weekend. Justin Trudeau resigned.
So he's done?
He's gone. And they went ahead and they scooped somebody else for the job. They said, hey, we need a new leader. and they went ahead and voted. And I don't think it's the official vote. I think there's like another vote that's going to happen at some point. But obviously the talk of the town are the tariffs going on between the relationship of the United States and Canada. It's just not the United States talking about Canada. Canada's talking about the United States too. Here's the new prime minister and his thoughts on the tariffs.
The Canadian government has rightly retaliated and is rightly retaliating with our own tariffs that will have maximum impact in the United States and minimum impact here in Canada. And my government will keep our tariffs on until the Americans show us respect.
Stop the cap.
The Canadian government
Canada
has rightly
decided
retaliated and is rightly
that
retaliating.
they are that Canada's decided it's game
Okay.
on, game on.
All right, Canada.
So I don't. Again, I'm trying to think of what I'm about to lose, but
Not syrup.
no, because Vermont takes care of that, and I think Rhode Island. I think
Drake.
both Rhode Island and he already kind of lost.
Justin Bieber?
He's got some things going on too right now. He
Okay.
needs a hug.
He does need a hug.
I think he needs a
He
hug.
needs
And
a
I'd
hug
gladly give him one. I
He
mean
needs
that
a-
with all love. I would give him a hug.
A hug and a hairbrush.
He needs something.
Yeah.
So Canada's decided, hey, they're going to keep going. They're going to double down. That this new guy thinks, and his name is Mark, I think. So when you see him, Mark Carney. So when you see him, tell
No
him, hey.
relation to the Carnies here?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Different Carnies. But did you catch Beyond the Blueprint?
I did. A great show.
That was
Great
a
first episode.
Great show.
Yeah.
If you've not heard Beyond the Blueprint, one of the newest shows here at WSIC, it's available on the WSIC News app always, and available wherever you watch on socials, wherever you get your podcasts. Phenomenal program. Mayor Carney of Mooresville was on, hosted by Brad Howard, taking a look at the real conversations of when you hear about development projects, when you hear about things going on in the town, whether that be infrastructure like roads and traffic and all those kinds of things, or maybe you're hearing about water and sewer projects, or maybe you're hearing about a particular development, they're going on the inside. Brad is and bringing on folks, leaders from around all of Lake Norman, not just one particular municipality. That's the thing, is as we grow, as North Carolina continues to grow as a state, well, that's having a direct effect on our region locally. And so looking at our area differently, though we want to be able to, like Mayor Carney said, live, work, and play in each of our individual towns.
Exactly.
Inevitably, there's going to be crossover, and there's opportunity to work together. There's individual needs where we're going to need each other's help. And so having those type of open dialogue conversations is a good thing, in my opinion.
I think it's a great thing. And just to know that when you see the barrels, where you see the fences, you see the construction starting, everybody's like, what's going there? What's happening there? And this is the place to listen and find out what's happening in those areas.
That's right. So check it out, Beyond the Blueprint. It airs every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. here on WSIC, but again, available on demand anytime via the WSIC News app. That's on iOS and Google Play.
Are you not entertained?
Friday was the White House Crypto Summit. That went down in Washington, D.C. The leadership all gathered, and some interesting comments from President Trump. Here's a few, just kind of the opening remarks, if you would. Quite a gaggle inside of this room that went down over the weekend, but here, listen to President Trump's comments.
Here I promise to make America the Bitcoin superpower of the world and the crypto capital of the planet, and we're taking historic action to deliver on that promise, as you know, around the table. Yesterday, I signed an executive order officially creating our strategic Bitcoin reserve, and this will be a virtual Fort Knox for digital gold to be housed within the United States Treasury. That's a big thing, Scott.
Claps from a lot of bankers in that room right there. So, okay, U.S. makes the announcement. Bitcoin will be part of the reserve for the United States. I believe also I saw in the overnights or throughout the weekend, Texas announcing as well that they're going to have a Bitcoin reserve. And so more and more on that whole kind of one coin for everybody kind of mantra, continuing on there.
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of three have to say next. Good morning, LKN on WSIC.
We're bringing back a rain chance as we kick off the new work week. Scattered showers possible mainly around the Charlotte metro and to the south. Some extra clouds and temperatures are cool, only warming up into the mid-50s, although we'll go back down into the mid-30s overnight. Heading into Tuesday, the sunshine comes back, and we'll start warming things up, too, into the mid-70s, and we'll make a run at 80 for the first time this year. By the time we get to Wednesday, that's your forecast on the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like ICATS Public Transit.
Here is the WSIC Community Calendar. The Bet on Us Casino Night Fundraiser Gala is almost here. This black tie event, co-hosted by Absolute Hope Foundation and Hope House Foundation of Huntersville, supports local families in need. Join us for an unforgettable evening and learn how these organizations are making a difference in our community. Visit AbsoluteHopeFoundation.com for details. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day weekend on Saturday in downtown Mooresville with Shamrocks and Shenanigans. The event features live music, Irish dancers, a drum and pipe band, food trucks, festival adult beverages, cornhole, and a bar crawl. See you Saturday in downtown Mooresville from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. for Shamrocks and Shenanigans. Saturday night, the 500 Club in Statesville presents live music with Breaking Point Band. You will hear classics from 70s and 80s rock and have a band experience that you won't forget. Enjoy live music at 6 p.m. Saturday at the 500 Club with Breaking Point Band. Come on out and meet the WSIC team on Saturday, March 29th at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius. We will be doing a ticket giveaway, so stop by and sign up. Maybe Merle Fest? We shall see. We are looking forward to meeting you on Saturday, March 29th at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Spring is in the air, and so are outdoor events at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 2025 calendar already has dates set for the Auto Fair, NHRA, NASCAR, Monster Trucks, Supercross, World of Outlaws, and more. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for season schedules, tickets, and camping information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, The Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Floors, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The War and Treaty, The Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, okay. 8:18. Happy Monday to you. Can you believe it already? You're almost well, no, you're not really halfway through the day.
No.
You might just be getting
Beginning
out the
of the
door,
week.
And actually,
Happy
it's
first Monday of daylight savings.
technically shorter because you probably slept in because the time went away. I don't know. Let's see how everybody else is feeling. Right, ICATS.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte, cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. No accidents to report. There are several slowdowns. 77 southbound around Sanford Road, Gilead Road. You'll experience some slowdowns there. Also, when you're going into the city of Charlotte, around Brickshire Freeway, there's stop-and-go traffic there. 77 northbound around Gilead Road up through Sanford Road. Same thing, slow down there. Besides that, everything's looking good. Secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues. So hope everybody has a good start to the week.
Not too shabby, Jeff. We appreciate it. Keep those eyelids open when you're driving today. I know it's going to feel like you're still sleepy, but you'll be okay, I promise. We appreciate you.
All right.
We'll chat with you tomorrow.
All right. Okay, have a great day.
Bye. Right, ICATS.com, $1 on Tuesdays. Go to the VA in Salisbury. On Thursday, $1 to go to Winston-Salem. And Friday, go to Hickory for $1. Each of those only $1, but you got to schedule it. RideICATS.com. Looking for something to do this Saturday. Luck of the Village taking place in Birkdale, 5 to 8 p.m. at the Plaza. That's where you meet at in Birkdale. It's that big green open space where the big giant stage is. Right there in the center, right near Red Rocks. Yep. Right there in the middle, right there smack dab. March 15th, 5 to 8 p.m., Luck of the Village. And spoiler, Mames and I will be emceeing the event.
We will be there, yeah. So it'll be a good time. It's supposed to be nice weather this weekend as well. So get out there, put your green on, and celebrate a little St. Patrick's Day fun.
Bill got the plaza cam going on here from Birkdale Village's
nice.
website here, right smack dab in the middle. And looks like there's some open space right now. But it will be a lot more full this weekend.
Be very busy this weekend. Plan ahead. Parking. We have to talk about parking if we're going to Birkdale. Available in all parking decks and surface lots. Valet is available as well. Will be available that weekend.
Now, you gave away your secret parking spot.
Do I need to give it away again?
You might as well.
Okay, so you go across. You go behind the little business park that's back there in the back on the side of the movie theater. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I don't even know what the name of that is back there.
Down the old goat path.
Yeah.
You take you take North Cross. Is that the name of the road?
Yes.
Take North Cross up, go in there.
On the
park.
Shell gas station side.
Yes, park back there. Take the little bridge across.
Yeah.
Done.
Is that still a Shell? That's still a Shell, right? Yeah.
I think it is.
It's an old goat path.
Yeah.
Where the old Bojangles is. That
But
you
if
guys
you've
put out
seen
of
the
business.
donkey, the Bojangles. If you've seen the donkey, you've gone too
Do
far.
not pay the troll.
No.
Do not pay the troll toll. No, don't do that. But yeah, head on over there and it's a good time. That's the way to do it. There's no aimlessly circling Birkdale for an hour looking for.
Wait, there's a spot. No, it's not a spot.
It's not. No.
There's
Wait, they're leaving.
no negotiating with the troll.
That's right.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah. So we'll be out there. Yeah, but we'll be out there and seeing the event. It's going to be a good time.
And
Really
that's
good
this
time.
weekend. And then the following weekend, the WSIC promotions crew is going to be out at Snooze Mattress, a brand new mattress place in Cornelius, just about a half mile from Jatun. So if you are in the market for a new mattress or you're considering, or hey, what's this whole sleep thing? Does it even matter? Does it affect my life? Come by and see Karis and her team. That will be happening on March 29th. We will be there. We also will be doing a little bit of a giveaway for Merlefest tickets.
That's right. That's right. So if you've been complaining that you don't have a birthday this month or next month and you can't win the Merlefest tickets, or you don't know anybody with a birthday, which, spoiler alert, you do.
Yeah.
Call your friends. But stop by Snooze Mattress and win some tickets.
Don't sleep on it.
You'll be
Don't sleep on it. But then do sleep on it. But don't sleep on the event.
That'll be 11 to 2 on the 29th. You'll be able to come by, check out Snooze Mattress, their new location, and have your chance to win Merlefest tickets. We'll keep you apprised of that over the next couple of weeks. And you hear all of the wonderful events going on throughout the community. You can check out the community calendar. You hear that a couple times every hour. That's to help keep you informed of what is happening across this wonderful community that you live in. Soon you might be saying that about Mars, and I found the tallest mountain in the solar system here. So if you were taking a trip, let's say you were on Mars, and you were going to take a trip to the tallest mountain.
To Mars, not just a trip to Mars.
No, we're assuming we're already at Mars.
We're already there.
And now you're taking a trip.
Now we're taking a trip.
You're
to
living
the
in
tallest
Mars.
mountain.
Oh, wow, we've been here for a while. Let's explore. And then so here's the tallest mountain, and this is also what it looks like from space. And so the tallest mountain in the solar system, and I'm trying to pull up which one this actually is. They have an actual name.
They haven't.
for
Have
it.
they named the mountain?
Excuse me, it's Olympus Mons, a massive shield volcano on Mars, standing 21.9 kilometers tall, nearly 3 times higher than Mount Everest. It spans 600 kilometers wide. They say, they're making it up as much as we are, formed over billions of years due to Mars's lack of plate tectonics. And so that's the origin story here.
So no earthquakes on Mars?
That's a great question. We haven't talked about natural disasters on Mars yet.
They don't have plate
which
tectonics.
ones.
Isn't that what causes earthquakes? I remember from science class.
Something like that.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think.
Its distinctive caldera, visible as a large circular depression, also known as a nipple, is 80 kilometers wide and up to 3.2 kilometers deep, resulting from repeated volcanic eruptions. So they got volcanoes on Mars.
But no earthquakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You trading that out?
Oh gosh.
Because you don't really deal with either here.
I know. I don't have to deal. Well, we've had a couple of earthquakes here.
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
Very, very mild.
Fair. Yeah.
Very mild.
Yeah.
I just thought the garbage truck was coming down the street both times. So I think I'll pick earthquake over volcano. Yeah. Which way are you going?
I don't know. Well, these ones in particular, the mountain's gentle slopes, averaging only 5 degrees, make it difficult to appreciate its full height from the Martian surface as the planet's curvature hides its extent. So maybe nice volcanoes. I'll go with nice volcanoes.
Nice volcanoes?
Earthquakes don't seem nice at all.
Yeah.
Volcanoes, on the other hand, if you're at a far enough distance, could wave without being
Yeah, but have
lava.
you ever watched that, happened in Pompeii? They were waving, and then all of a sudden they weren't
They got
waving
caught.
anymore.
Yeah, they got caught. That's unfortunate there. So yeah, Missouri won a lawsuit against China. I don't know if you saw this. So Missouri did sue
The state of Missouri
yes
sued the country of China.
Yes.
Okay.
For COVID.
Oh, okay.
For unleashing COVID, and the court has awarded Missouri $24 billion in damages. And so the idea here being that if China has any assets in Missouri, if China doesn't pay the bill, Missouri is going to take China's assets that are in Missouri, i.e. farmland or EG. Is it IE or EG?
Example.
EG?
It could be IE, though. I don't know what IE stands for, though.
Farmland, maybe some equipment, factories, shipping agreements. I don't think Missouri's big on shipping, but I could be wrong on that one. But $24 billion from China. Court says, hey, if they don't pay, take it all.
Okay.
So
all the Happy Meal toys.
All of them. All of them.
All the Temu clothes.
What court?
Yeah, that's a fair question.
What court?
It would be a federal court, likely is what I'm guessing. Is where it was. I don't know exactly where it was. Federal judge ruling awarding Missouri $24 billion in damages from China. It was initiated by Eric Schmidt during his tenure as Missouri Attorney General, accusing China of mishandling the COVID-19 pandemic by hoarding protective equipment and providing misleading information. The lawsuit was continued by current Attorney General Andrew Bailey, claiming China's actions exacerbated the pandemic's impact, leading to significant economic and human losses in Missouri, where over 21,000 residents died from COVID-19 complications between 2020 and 2022. So Missouri now, with this federal court ruling, has the legal authority to seize Chinese assets within the state, including farmland, to enforce the judgment, though China's refusal to respond in court raises doubts about payment enforcement. So China just said, yeah, we're not even going to respond to this, and pretty much Missouri's going to do what they want now with whatever they can find to snag onto. So we'll see what happens. I don't know how much farmland they owned here, but it seems like kind of the new ambulance chasing almost maybe.
Yeah, I had no idea China owned farmland anywhere in the U.S., but apparently they do.
Well, you could buy. That's the thing about America. Again, what makes it unique is you can buy it. You can be from anywhere and buy it. Most countries don't let you do that. But
right.
Here you can.
Which I
did
not realize until recently either, that you can just come from another country and buy land in the United States.
When you don't know until you're involved or try it,
right.
I mean, kind of a thing. And so, just like SBF and doing an interview with Tucker Carlson, probably wouldn't know. Supposedly he got in trouble. SBF got in trouble for doing that interview.
So you don't get podcast time in jail.
I don't think it's included.
It's not supposed to be part of the package.
Word on the street, Sam Bankman-Fried reportedly has been sent to solitary confinement for unauthorized jailhouse interview with Tucker. How in a federal court Southern District of New York, a pretty locked down facility. I think one that's commonly used for some pretty big names.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one of like the worst ones to be in.
He slipped away during lunch and decided to hop on the internet. And so now they're saying, hey, wait a second, you're not allowed to be on the internet or something like that. So not sure what's going on.
Got his computer time taken away.
Yeah. China might be, instead of focusing on Missouri, they seem to be focused more on Canada too. China's imposed an additional 100% tariff on Canada. Rapeseed oil, rapeseed meal, and peas. And so 25% tariff additional one will be levied on Canadian aquatic products and pork. So that's also happening too simultaneously in the world. A lot of that going on. FIFA was in the White House, and they have decided that they want their own coin. They want their own cryptocurrency, I guess.
So FIFA is very, very interested under my presidency to develop a FIFA coin, to do it from here, from America, and to conquer the 5 billion soccer fans in the world. So if there is anyone here who is interested to team up with FIFA, here we are, together with the United States of America, and we will conquer the world of soccer with the FIFA coin. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That coin, that coin may be worth more than FIFA in the end. It could be quite a coin, actually. Huh? Anyway, thank you.
With a sparkle in the eye.
FIFA is very, very interesting.
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of three have to say next. Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
We're bringing back a rain chance as we kick off the new work week. Scattered showers possible mainly around the Charlotte metro and to the south. Some extra clouds and temperatures are cool, only warming up into the mid-50s, although we'll go back down into the mid-30s overnight. Heading into Tuesday, the sunshine comes back, and we'll start warming things up, too, into the mid-70s, and we'll make a run at 80 for the first time this year. By the time we get to Wednesday, that's your forecast on the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Pizza night just got an upgrade. Stop by Pomodoro's for fresh, authentic Italian eats that hit the spot every time. Dine in or take out because good food is always a good idea. Check out Pomodoros.com for details.
Harrison's is the home of Work, Western, and wow! We're the Southeast leader in Carhartt, and nobody has more in-stock work boots. The store is filled with Harriet, Cinch, Wrangler, and more. Get great clothing and footwear for the whole family at Harrison's. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
This is Daniel.
And this is Marsha.
From NC Auto Repair. Keep that car running like new this new year by stopping by NC Auto Repair for all your automotive needs. We're now offering a customer loyalty program for your oil changes. If it's automotive related, we can handle it. Stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue or call us at 980-223-2957. NC Auto Repair. And remember, if you want to go far, you've got to service that car.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
Nothing but the best talk.
The area's best talk.
WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Wall Street looked headed for a lower open this morning as concerns about the health of the economy weighed on investor appetite for risk. President Donald Trump said the U.S. economy faces a period of transition. Trump spoke with the Fox News Sunday Morning Futures program. Last week brought a deep stock market rout, although it did end on a positive note. The Justice Department is said to be looking into the surging price of eggs. A source tells Bloomberg that the DOJ opened a preliminary civil investigation into the recent surge in egg prices and that the probe focuses on whether companies have colluded to boost prices or limit supply. The Japanese company that owns 7-Eleven said it's engaging with the owner of the Circle K convenience store chain on ways to ease antitrust concerns over a potential merger. 7&I has been fending off the $47.5 billion buyout approach from Canada's Couche-Tard by pursuing an overhaul of the company. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
The best talk all day long.
WSIC.
Local starts here. Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:34. 8:45, we're going to chat with Drum Landscape Supply. Jason Drum, one-stop local landscape shop located in Statesville, North Carolina, but delivers to all of Lake Norman. DrumLandscapeSupply.com. Looking forward to chatting with him. I think J.D. Vance understands memes better than I do. Has any of the memes hit your timeline from J.D. Vance?
No.
Okay, so I guess like in the political sphere, he got memed. I think if I think back to the origin story of it, the gay bishop, do you remember that? Whenever Trump and Vance, as soon as after Trump gets sworn in, I think like the next day or that weekend, they go to church, and the church starts berating them about their thoughts and immigration and gay rights and all this other kind of stuff from the gay bishop at the Catholic Church, which makes a lot of sense. That he made like a face to his wife during that service. And then the same thing with when Zelensky was at the Oval Office and that whole spat between Trump and Zelensky went down. J.D. Vance made a comment as well. But the internet just over the weekend and over the past couple of weeks, just a bunch of memes of J.D. Vance. But then he like made one of the memes himself and put it out there. So I think he just generally understands it. This is from that Once Upon a Time in California, Leonardo DiCaprio. You ever see that movie?
Hollywood.
Or Hollywood, excuse me. Once a Time in Hollywood?
Yes. Good movie.
So this is one where he puts his own face on it. So I just thought he got. I've yet to make a meme of myself. And
You haven't memed yourself yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
no,
that's the most fun.
No, that is got to be the best part about it.
I'll work on one for you.
I think thanks. Hey,
I'll see what I can do.
Secret Service had an incident over the weekend, and this is kind of wild. There was a couple of these stories that came out. Secret Service Uniform Division Chief Michael Buck provided an on-scene media briefing because a preliminary statement related to D.C. police where use of force incidents had occurred in D.C. involving the Secret Service. So here's the statement. On Sunday, March 9th, an adult male was shot by U.S. Secret Service personnel following an armed confrontation with law enforcement in Washington, D.C. Earlier on Saturday, local police shared information about a suicidal individual who may be traveling to Washington, D.C. from Indiana around midnight. Members of the Secret Service encountered the individual's parked vehicle near 17th and F Streets Northwest. They also saw an individual on foot matching the description nearby. As officers approached, the individual brandished a firearm and an armed confrontation ensued, during which shots were fired by our personnel. This is from the Secret Service. The suspect was transported to an area hospital and his condition is unknown. There were no reports injuries to Secret Service personnel. The incident is under investigation by the Metropolitan Police Department Internal Affairs Division Force Investigations Team, which investigates all law enforcement officer-involved shootings in the District of Columbia. There was another incident, I think, too, where someone else got close, a little bit too close for comfort, if you would, to the president. So thanks again to all of our armed service members who just do all kinds of protecting of people, regardless of who it is you're protecting. But grateful for all of you. Mexico is sending their doo-doo our way.
Oh, no, thank you. I don't want it. No, thank you.
Yeah, Lee Zeldin, the EPA, Secretary of EPA, I think, is he EPA or Agriculture? EPA. So EPA Secretary Lee Zeldin posting, I was just briefed that Mexico is dumping large amounts of raw sewage into the Tijuana River, and it's now seeping into the U.S. This is unacceptable. Mexico must honor its commitments to control this pollution and sewage. When it reaches seeping, that's when you know it's really there.
Seeping, that's not a word you want to hear.
You believe it, though.
Yeah.
You know what it means.
Yikes.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
Seeping.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Tijuana is near Mexico,
California.
obviously.
Tijuana is Mexico.
Like
it's
San
right
Diego?
next to San Diego.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's California side,
Yes,
West Coast
last
side.
time I was in San Diego, my coworker from Mexico actually flew into the Tijuana airport and then walked across. You can walk across the bridge to the United States. Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah. So yeah, very, very close to San Diego.
I've never been to Tijuana.
I haven't either. I've been to San Diego, but not Mexico. I've never been to Mexico.
You ever swam in the Tijuana River?
No.
Is that a river? Is that the
Definitely
river?
not
Or
going
no?
to now.
Yeah.
I tried swimming in the Pacific Ocean and it was too cold. It was so cold. I was there in August and it was freezing.
You say that though about Tijuana, but Lake Norman's got some sewage dumps that happen
They
from
get
time
them
to
all
time.
the time.
You know what I mean? You get a little sewer pump action, you get a little boat dropping off their doodlings, you know?
It's a lot more often than just boats dropping them off. Yeah, it happens way too often.
There
for
seems to
Lake
be like a
Norman as
spot
well.
right there, like near Michael Jordan's house too, where they all do it. I don't know if that's just common.
I don't know.
Thing or something, but yeah.
Michael Jordan's building a new house too. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that article.
Building a new house. I got an update on Fire Festival for you.
Oh yeah, what you got?
So remember we had the update last week on Fire Festival 2. If you don't remember Fire Festival, epic fail. Now they're doing Fire Festival 2. And Billy McFarland, you think he'd try to make it work this time instead of just, throwing his hands up in the air and be like, give me money? But nope, he's the same. 2 local officials claim they have no knowledge of the event. So red flags raised when they reached out to some of the people that worked out there. And Edgar Gasca, a member of the Tourism Directorate for Isla Mujer, which is where the festival is supposed to be happening.
Ireland, you're saying?
Isla Mujer is in Mexico.
Oh, we're going to Mexico this time.
Speaking of Mexico, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
That was
Sweet.
Yes, his quote was, "We have no knowledge of this event, nor contact with any person or company about it. For it, this is an event that does not exist."
Why is he trying to go international with it, I guess? Like,
why not just do it in
why
Lake
not
Norman?
just do it in in the United States? Like, don't you think like he'd have a better chance of actually having a festival if he tried in the United States?
I don't know. When you're scamming and scheming, I don't know. Maybe you got to go to another country to do it.
Or maybe the officials of Mexico maybe really did pay the deposit and like, I don't know what happened to it.
Well,
Good
that's
luck.
possible too. Yeah.
Good luck.
So none of the hotels listed as official accommodations for the event have been contacted about it. And it added that no one has reached out to the local government seeking the permits that you need to hold that event as well. He said there were concepts of an event, or
Yeah, I bet Mexico's big on permits too.
you think so? You think you need permits to have events
Well,
in
you got to
Mexico?
have a briefcase full of cash to get a permit.
Maybe that's the permit.
Yeah, that's exactly what the permit
I got my permit right here.
is. Billy McFarlane, this isn't the same guy who wrote Family Guy, right?
No, completely different. That's Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
They do look similar.
Then they got the same last name.
They have the same hat. They
Okay.
look similar.
This guy kind of looks like Stewie.
No, completely different guy though. Billy McFarland is Fire Festival and fraudster.
I
went to
remember the
jail.
first Fire Festival. I do remember that going down.
That was fun.
That was something. That's for
So anyway, I say again, if you bought tickets to this, you deserve to get swindled. Because what are you thinking? Have you not watched anything? Have you been living under a rock for the last 10 years?
But you want to believe it could happen. You know what I mean?
Do you believe it could happen?
A concert festival? It's not that complicated.
Fire Festival specifically.
I just don't get the draw. And I've not been a Coachella. I've not been
Coachella,
I've never
that's
been
one.
one of those guys that like cares to go or Burning Man.
Burning Man.
I've not
that's one too.
been. I don't know. Also, you
We're
got
fans of Merlefest though. That's a music festival.
That's true, but that's at Wilkes Community College, right
Right.
down the street. That's in America. That's not like
So
an
if this one was,
international-
at Lake Norman State Park, you'd be more inclined to buy your $1 million
It's a little
ticket.
far sometimes. It depends
all
on the
the
weekend.
way up there, yeah.
Depends on the weekend.
Traffic. Okay, where's it got to be for you to go and buy your ticket?
Burkdale.
Burkdale? Well, lucky for you, we'll be there on Saturday for our own little music festival.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You don't have to go too far.
No,
and it's
thank
free. You don't even have to buy a ticket. You just show up. And have
It's just there's so let's call Christine Patterson, let's call Maureen Smith, let's call some people who do events all the time and put on concerts and see where's the disconnect here.
Yeah, what do we got? We got to name it though. We got the Lake Norman Olympics already. That's different.
Okay.
That's a sporting event.
Yeah.
We're putting on our own music festival.
Yeah.
What we
It's
calling
not the
it?
Fire Festival.
It's not the Fire Festival. We got to come up with a new name for it. We'll keep workshopping it.
Sewage Festival.
No, we're not going
We don't
that
wanna
way.
go that
No, we
far.
don't want to go that way. No. But if you guys have any ideas out there, let us know what we should name our music festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Lake
come up
Norman
with
Music
something.
Festival. They got the Charlotte Music Festival is coming up.
Is that McLovin Life?
Love and Life.
Yeah, McFlurry Life. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's coming up soon.
Yeah,
That's a
coming up
big
soon,
one too.
But Lake Norman needs its own, so we'll keep workshopping some ideas. Ask Patrick with Waves if he knows.
Yeah,
what
well,
we could do.
again, you could ask. There's plenty of people to ask.
Plenty
we can
of
ask
people.
Patrick, hey, what's going on in the music scene? How hard is it to put together a concert? Seems like the artist that he wants just cost a lot of money is kind of what it seems like from Billy McFarlane.
But the way he's setting it up, he's like, they may be there, they may be not. We want to be the first festival to sell out with no guaranteed musical acts because I'm bringing that kazoo band in from down at Mooresville Day.
This article says that $1.1 million is one of the upper ranges of ticket packages here.
Yep.
Oh man, I'd rather go watch Stank Oven. He scored a goal yesterday for the Hurricanes. First, I think, game with the Hurricanes. It might even been his first NHL game ever. The newest member of the Carolina Hurricanes. They're calling him Stanky.
Get to it. Svechnikov sweeps one for Aho. A minute gone by here on the power play. Costas Bear with it. Waiting, gets the shot through and scores!
Stank Oven!
He put some stank on it. Logan Stank
Put the
first
stank
goal
on it.
in his first game. And it's all the new guys here in Raleigh. 3-0 on the power play.
That's
Right
what
off
you
the
want.
chest.
That's what you want. That's right, Stank Oven. Put that sweet heat on there.
I like that.
you are. There's more Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
We're bringing back a rain chance as we kick off the new work week. Scattered showers possible mainly around the Charlotte metro and to the south. Some extra clouds and temperatures are cool, only warming up into the mid-50s, although we'll go back down into the mid-30s overnight. Heading into Tuesday, the sunshine comes back, and we'll start warming things up, too, into the mid-70s, and we'll make a run at 80 for the first time this year. By the time we get to Wednesday, that's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is the WSIC Community Calendar. The Bet on Us Casino Night Fundraiser Gala is almost here. This black tie event, co-hosted by Absolute Hope Foundation and Hope House Foundation of Huntersville, supports local families in need. Join us for an unforgettable evening and learn how these organizations are making a difference in our community. Visit AbsoluteHopeFoundation.com for details. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day weekend on Saturday in downtown Mooresville with Shamrocks and Shenanigans. The event features live music, Irish dancers, a drum and pipe band, food trucks, festival adult beverages, cornhole, and a bar crawl. See you Saturday in downtown Mooresville from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. for Shamrocks and Shenanigans. Saturday night, the 500 Club in Statesville presents live music with Breaking Point Band. You will hear classics from 70s and 80s rock and have a band experience that you won't forget. Enjoy live music at 6 p.m. Saturday at the 500 Club with Breaking Point Band. Come on out and meet the WSIC.
Check. Can you hear me all right?
Saturday, March 29th.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, happy Monday to you. Appreciate you taking the time. We're back in 1 minute exactly.
Okay, great.
We are looking forward to meeting you on Saturday, March 29th at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Spring is in the air, and so are outdoor events at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 2025 calendar already has dates set for the Auto Fair, NHRA, NASCAR, Monster Trucks, Supercross, World of Outlaws, and more. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for season schedules, tickets, and camping information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, the Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Flores, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The Warren Treaty, The Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Drive on down to Drums, Statesville town. Got your truck bed empty, but fill it up now. Rock, smokes, and soul for your dream spot. Call them up, they deliver on the dot.
Good morning, LKN. Oh, yeah. You know, you got to check in on the lawn. We're joined by Jason Drum Landscape Supply, drumlandscapesupply.com, your local one-stop landscape shop located in Statesville, but delivers to all of Lake Norman. So be sure to talk to Jason and his team about delivery. They got umpteen products for you to choose from, the nicest of the nice. They can help you even kind of look at things, plan it out a little bit. If you need some help, it really is a one-stop local shop. Jason, good morning. Happy Monday to you, sir.
Hey, good morning. Happy Monday to everybody out there. After this daylight savings time, I hope everybody's doing well this morning.
Are you a morning guy naturally or no?
I'm not. I'm the opposite, but you got to do what you got to do. When you have kids especially, you got to get them up, get them out the door, get them going, and then get to work.
You're an outdoor guy. Do you have a take one way or another on daylight savings versus standard time, or no, it's a 50-50 issue to you?
I like whenever we're in daylight savings time. The more time in the evening, the better. Because I like to unwind by actually going out in my yard and doing some trimming and a few different things after work. So you can only do that really from March to November. So I like it.
I was out in my yard this weekend because you were right, Jason. Spoiler: once you cut it once, it starts growing, and you got to cut it again. You can't just cut it once and then that be it. I also laid out a little bit of pine needles this weekend too to give it that, as you described, that nice copper touch right on top of all the beds. So what should we be focusing on this part of the season in particular? You're here to help educate us. So what should we be focusing on this time of year?
Yeah. So like I mentioned on Friday, this is the time of the year where you're basically getting your landscape beds and your lawn ready for the spring and the summer. So what I'm going to be doing this week at my house is cutting back perennials. So I've got some verbena that needs to be cut back, some daylilies, some black-eyed Susans. So you just remove the dead stems on those down towards the ground. Another thing that I'm cutting back right now are my butterfly bushes. So butterfly bushes like to be trimmed to about 1/3 of their height. No more, no smaller than 12 inches if you've got some dwarf ones back there. And so even though they may have started putting some new growth on now, you want to go ahead and cut those back because what you're doing is you're making that plant stronger for this upcoming season.
Okay, so perennials are the ones that live forever,
They come back
right?
year after year. Yeah, and you're saying the benefit of cutting, if I don't cut them back, is that going to hurt them? Because this is the first
It
I've
just won't
heard that
look
you're
as
supposed to
good.
cut them back.
It's
Yeah.
not going to necessarily hurt them. You might get a little bit less bloom power. It might put more into the foliage, but it's not going to. I mean, in nature, nothing cuts them back. But in the garden, if you cut them back, it just helps them a little bit along to bloom better and also keeps them more of a smaller garden size because that's really what people are pushing towards, or at least the plant breeders are, is smaller plants for more compact spaces. So cutting them back, your butterfly bushes, roses is a good time for them as well. And then panicle hydrangeas, you want to go ahead and cut those pretty far back, about 1/3 to 1/2 their size, and they'll be fuller, have more blooms, and stay smaller so that you can maintain a good size for them.
It seems like I fall into the category, Jason, of my eyes are bigger than my stomach, and that happens most days to me. But even there, standing at the nursery, and you look at all the beautiful plants and offerings that you guys have, I'm gonna want one of everything in the yard, but I can't fit it all in the yard. What's the rule of drum here when we're thinking about spacing and the different styles and all that kind of stuff? Because, like you said, you're gonna have to prune something back at some point. So how do you help people kind of work through that process of, hey, you can't fit everything, but let's make a good, nice variety?
So yes, the first question we'll ask is how active are you in your garden? Is this something that you just want to plant and watch it grow, water it, trim it just a little bit occasionally, or are you more of what you might call an active gardener, somebody who's out there, on a regular basis, who doesn't mind trimming things back, who doesn't mind pruning shrubs to keep them, at their right size? Because we can help design for both. If you're a person that just wants to pretty much let it grow and do very minimal maintenance on it other than watering, then we're going to help you lay it out that way. And that'll be things that are farther spaced apart initially, but they do grow. So that's the main thing you have to think about when you're planting shrubs and trees, perennials is, what's the size going to be in 5 years, 10 years, even 25 years for some of these trees. So that's the main thing that you want to think about is the planning of your plantings because they always say the best shrub is the one that fits in the place. So that's a very important part of what we do here.
Speaking of daylight savings time, too, full sun versus part sun, part shade, no shade. Break it down for us here. Where does each category start and stop?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So full sun is not exactly all day sun. So full sun would be something that gets at least 6 or 8 hours of direct sunlight. It could be all day, but that's defined as full sun, and that's going to be around your home. That would be the south side of your home. That would also be the west side of your home. If it is a few feet out from your house there, because you're going to get the most intense sun. So if you're getting the western sun, even though that's only half, that's still considered full sun because that's going to be the most intense. Part sun would be something that's going to get between 4 to 6 hours. Part shade is about the same, but maybe just a little bit less. And then full shade is going to be something that doesn't get any direct sunlight or only the first hour or two in the evening or the morning. So we have shrubs that fit all those categories, and there's a few that actually fit within all three of them or four of them. So we're here to help you guide, help to guide you to getting the right shrub for the right place.
It's that time of the year we're going to see a lot of people planting new. You can plant in the fall, you can plant in the spring, but a lot of people get excited. It's getting warm out. Watering the plants too is like a thing. I think that I learned that one time that plants need water to live.
Yeah.
You'd think I'd know that lesson yet for our house plant we have here, Jason, as you've been with us now for a while, but we're still working on that one. What's the rule of drum when it comes to watering newly planted seedlings or plants or whatever I should be calling it?
Yeah, that's a great question. So you talk about like drought tolerance and established plants, and we sell a lot of them that are drought tolerant. But that doesn't mean that you cannot just water them. So for shrubs and trees, if you planted it within the last 2 years, you need to pay attention to the water. And that doesn't mean being out there twice a week. What that means is not letting it go more than a week or two without water. So if you've had something in the ground over a year, but not quite 2 years, if we're dry for more than 10 days, you do need to go ahead and water it, and it's really going to benefit your plant there. For newly planted trees and shrubs, say if you were to plant right now, I would probably ask you to water 2 to 3 times a week for the first couple of weeks. And I would say 3 times a week for the first couple of weeks. And then, be ready to water twice a week throughout the summer. So you're going to get some root establishment now. But, when the heat comes, when we're up in the 80s and 90s, you can't allow those newly planted trees or shrubs to dry out. If you do, they're going to get stressed and they're not going to do as well as they normally would. So just a little bit of attention for the first couple of years is really going to make a difference.
Jason Drum Landscape Supply, your local one-stop landscape shop. You've got to have a professional that can handle things for you. Jason, you're a bit of a farmer's almanac guy as well. You like studying this stuff. You spend a lot of time. You work it. You live it. Rain this year. Any thoughts on what the season's going to look like overall? Are we expecting it to be dry for our people, our farmers and our planters, or what is that looking like, do you think, over this season, if you had to take a guess?
I would say we're going to be a little on the drier side this year just because of the way the year has started out. Now, that could completely change. We've had years to where it rained all summer. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it did. We were a little bit drier last year. But I would expect it to be kind of a roller coaster. So we'll have a few weeks where it just stays soppy wet, and then it's going to be a few weeks of being dry there. So when you're caring for your lawn, your landscape, when it's wet, obviously you don't want to water. If you've got a sprinkler system, make sure you skip that time. And when it's dry like that, those few weeks that were dry, or 5 or 8 weeks even, that's when you're going to want to make sure you're watering a minimum of once a week, if not twice a week, if you can get out there for your fairly newly treated shrubs and trees. For your lawn, 2 times a week with a good deep watering is going to be what will help get you through those dry periods. And then whenever we get into the middle of the summer, that's when you want to start watching out for fungus and other things like that. So just making sure that you don't forget about things is the rule of drum for watering.
Jason Drum Landscape Supply, your local one-stop landscape shop located in Statesville. But Jason and his team deliver to all of Lake Norman, so be sure to ask them about delivery. DrumLandscapeSupply.com. Jason, we thank you so much for joining us on this Monday. Looking forward to checking in with you on Friday. I'll be watching the blades grow each day as I come home and making sure I'm making the right moves. Thanks for your insight. If people want to stop by and see you, what's that experience going to be like for them?
Yeah, so we have 2 ways to come visit us. We have a paved parking lot up next to Bell Construction that you can park up there and come take a look if you're not quite ready to make a purchase for bulk, or if you just buying 1 or 2 plants, that's a great place just to park there. If you're looking for a bulk pickup, just drive in our main gate, pull on into the left there in the open space, and you'll see our office to the left. Come see us, and we'll be glad to get you loaded up. We are located just off of I-40 in between exits 150 and 148. And they call it the frontage road over here in Statesville. It's 2410 Northside Drive. All this information and more you can find at drumlandscapesupply.com. Feel free to give us a call. That's 704-253-7010, and we'll be glad to help you out.
Jason Drum Landscape Supply. Thank you, sir. Have a great week. Looking forward to chat with you again on Friday.
Hope you all do too. See you then. Thank you.